EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in downtown New Orleans at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the New Orleans Saints. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. First carry of the game here for Royce Freeman. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
They'll run. This is Gus Edwards. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
And it's third down.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. They'll set up a throw. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
4 receivers now, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. 2nd down and 4. There's Savage. Going to throw right side here, complete. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
On 1st and 10, Savage. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Hey, let's get there. Mike 20, Mike 20. Let's go, defense.
On 2nd and 10, Savage. Complete. Smith has it. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Rush in. 6 guys.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
2nd down and goal. Savage. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Prater for the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Here we go.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. They'll run with Edwards here to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Big Sheldon Rankins there to bring him down.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Ricky. Hey, Mike 50. Hey, I'm coming.
2nd and 9 now. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. A gain there of 21 yards.
Let's go.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
They try to run on 1st down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 45-yard line.
I got him. Hey, watch it.
Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9, and it'll be back to a 3rd and 3. He'll look to throw. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. They just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. 3rd and 4, he did just enough, and I mean just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, it's Edwards. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 28.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down now, it's Edwards. He's able to get 6, a nice pickup down to the 21. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. From the left hash, this from 39. And this is going to be no good. He misses it off to the left, and this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
On 1st down, Savage. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he's taken down inside the 30. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a 1st down. Make that now 2 runs in a row that have netted them great results.
And it doesn't matter what kind of blocking scheme they're using, gap scheme, power scheme, zone running. They are finding people in those gaps and moving them and creating nice space for their runners.
53 is the mic.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now Kamara. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Steelers' 26-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
In your face.
Now it's Savage. And this is complete. It's Allen. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
2 yards. That's another Saints first down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal.
Safety's creeping.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
53 is mine. Hey, keep it up. Keep it up.
Kamara trying again. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Stephon Tuitt on the stop.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll try to run it in. It's Kamara. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point good by Prater. And that'll make the score 14-0.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Back to throw. It's wearing the tight end with it. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 45-yard line.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Brings up 3rd down.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Looking to throw. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. The 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 85 yards. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
First down, Pittsburgh.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. 2nd and long. That's complete to his running back, Connor.
That is, baby. That
So it's halftime here in New Orleans with the Saints out in front. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Throwing on second down. Savage. And oh, what a catch there by Allen. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
That's good for the Saints. First down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
It's our time. Check, 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 check.
Here is Savage. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. Second and 19. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. It's a foot race. Past the truck, touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Let's go.
The Steelers take over first and 10.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Conner on first down, able to take this one forward for about 6. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4 at the 42-yard line.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. 50's the play.
Second and 4. And this will be incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And it's third and 4.
Whenever they're trying to attack a zone defense, you're trying to figure out where your gaps are going to be. And depending on what type of zone they're playing, it could be on the outside, it could be in the middle, it could be in the seams, in the edges. In this case, they tried to attack the middle of the field, but this zone defense didn't allow it because they were able to see the ball come off the quarterback's hands, and everyone was able to react to the football and knock it away.
Completes this to Waring. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 39. On first down, Edwards. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Saints. 38-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. Johnson's got it complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 23 yards the pickup there.
It's a gain of 23 yards. First down, Steelers.
Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Running right, this is Freeman. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw here. Complete to Washington. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Edwards. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Gus Edwards, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 14 yards is the pickup. 1st down, New Orleans. Back now here live in New Orleans. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
On the ground, Kamara. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And they'll try the air now with Savage. This is complete to Michael Thomas. A gain there of 21 yards.
It's a gain of 21 yards. That's another Saints first down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Blue day, blue day.
This is Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara with his third touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Prater for the extra point. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. 61. Match box. Right.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster.
First down pass. Complete to Juju Smith-Schuster. Out of bounds at the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
I got one. I got one.
2nd and 2. This one brought in by the 6'5" tight end Waring. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh first.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Pittsburgh.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 35. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Come on. '53's the mic.
Throwing on 3rd down, it's Savage. And that is incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Come on, fellas.
Call it an even 40-yard punt. 7, though, on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
12 yards that time, but a Pittsburgh first.
First down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Completes it out left to Waring. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion, went just shy of the marker. On 2nd down, Connor looking for space.
Here we go. Here we go.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson on the tackle.
22, Mike 22.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The end result, 21 yards. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They'll look to throw now on first down. Washington's got it. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Second and 5. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. They'll run on first down. It's Edwards. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 9-yard line.
22, he's coming, 22. No gain on this defense, no gain. Mike 22, Mike 22. Watch the run, watch the run. Mike 22, he's coming, 22. Hey, we got to get to the ball, D. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Convert.
Here's 2nd and 8. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Cameron Jordan able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Ja'Kai Polite in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. And Boswell has this one going left, no good. He missed it left, and this score will stay right where it is. So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball. You're handing out multiple, although I set you up by saying game balls, plural. But I
like where we're going with this, though. You say one to represent, like the best player of all of that. And I say multiples so that you keep everyone motivated and involved.
You're a man of the people.
I'm a man of the people. I thought I was the only child.
You get a game ball, and you get a game ball. Game balls for everybody. So for New Orleans, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, The loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.